Wait. Moonbeam ice cream. Is this centered enough? Hey.
A gift from the goat.
Today's video, I got 4 tarot readings from Etsy. 2 of those are video recordings. One of them is like a regular PDF file. And the last one is a spiritual guide reading and a portrait or drawing of how my spirit guide looks. I have never gotten a tarot reading. Fair warning, I don't believe tarot or psychic readings are the answer to everything, and it shouldn't be. Like, if you agree. Like, I don't believe you should use readings as like a replacement for therapy or just to find answers to everything. I'm not saying that as an insult. Therapy is important. Talking to people is important. I can see why, if you're an anxious person about like life in your future, that like a tarot reading or a psychic reading can be seen as comforting. I can see how knowing answers to your life can be addicting. I believe the world has some sort of like energy exchange. Just like the more you know about your future, things that you probably should find out on your own, the more valuable information you're given, you repay it in some way. It doesn't mean like negatively, just my opinion, that I feel like there's some type of energy exchange in the world. Because some people just use this as like a replacement of therapy and like not live in the moment. But that's just my personal belief. Okay, don't think I'm judging you. Okay, that's why I'm a little scared. I only got 2 back. I'm waiting on the other 2. I'm filming the other half later, so I don't have to film it all in one sitting. The first person that got back to me, her name is Camilla's Tarot. I'm gonna have it on screen of my reading and like her Etsy shop. It's a detailed blind reading, same day, which she did come back to me pretty quickly. Blind reading without questions, blind psychic reading, period. She basically asked like your name and your birthday and kind of like a background of you. So what are my name, my birthday, my relationship, where I work, what I'm doing, and that I was just like a general reading, specifically like the next 6 months of my life, but like just a general reading is fine. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Do you have your ears open? She gave me 2 pages, and I'm gonna have it up so you guys can read along with me. Sherilyn Vonnie Hang, that is my full name. Like, if you agree, if it's a beautiful name. Honey, the moment your name settled in, I felt the steady, determined heartbeat behind your energy. You're no stranger to hard work. Period. Like, I am a hard worker. How'd she know that? She said I'm a hard worker. You've been pushing yourself on multiple levels, physically, mentally, emotionally, and I want to start by saying this. You're doing more than most people will realize. More than even you give yourself credit for. Oh my god, she's gonna make me cry, you guys. You've got a soul that doesn't quit, but beneath the strength, I feel this soft flicker of something asking, when is it going to feel like I'm actually getting somewhere? And the question, my love, is where your next 6 months begin. Let's take a walk through what's ahead for you. Through love, work, you create a path and the deeper threads connecting them all. Relationship, which I am in a relationship. Obviously, you guys see him in all my videos. 11.5 years of love. This isn't a new flame, it's a shared history. Connection that's grown with you through life changes, decisions, transitions, and growth. There's comfort here, there's understanding, and there's also a quiet question forming. Are we growing in the same direction now that life is shifting? What's she trying to say? Your energy shows deep loyalty, period. I am a loyal girl. But I feel like you're reaching a place where you're craving more depth, not more romance necessarily, but more alignment. True. And evolving emotionally, especially as you've stated, exploring new parts of yourself through school and your creative projects. You're starting to see things through a wider lens, and that's naturally making you wonder if your partner is truly coming along for their journey or just walking beside you out of habit. You don't even love me anymore. You're jealous of me. I don't see trouble here, period. But I also do see a check-in point. Over the next 6 months, there will be moments that ask for honesty, conversations about the future, about emotional needs, about long-term goals. Don't be afraid of those conversations. We do having those conversations. They won't break the bond, period. They'll either deepen it or show you what still needs healing. Remember, comfort is beautiful, but partnership requires presence. If he's willing to grow with you, you'll feel that effort, period, ideal. If he stays while you rise, you'll know it's time to reevaluate what you're carrying. What are you trying to say, Camila, about my relationship? I get what she's saying, though. I'm in a happy relationship. Don't think he's abusing me. I'm not afraid of you anymore. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I don't want people to think that I'm not happy in my relationship. Every relationship should have those type of tough conversations. This is who I see spending the rest of my life with. You get what I'm saying? You gotta have tough conversations. Does that mean we're on the rocks? No. Have we talked about marriage? Yes, you guys. I've only thought about marriage the past, like, what, 2 years? And I know we're old. Everyone's timeline is different. You get me? Career and work energy. Woo, working full time at a warehouse. Going to college is no small feat. I can feel the physical exhaustion later beneath your focus. Period. She's always tired. You're doing this because you see the long game. And let me tell you that determination is about to pay off. Period. The next 6 months bring a shift in how you see your own value. I don't mean confidence, I mean worth. What are you trying to say? You've been pushing and pushing, but soon you'll start asking, what do I actually want my work life to feel like? Clock it. Because you're not just here to get by, you're here to build stability on your own terms. There may be a change in routine, schedule, or opportunity that opens up around work. I wouldn't be surprised if you're offered a direct role or pathway. Interesting. Possibly something that gives you slightly more flexibility as you move further in your education. Take it if it supports your goals. Part 2, because she gave me 2 little pictures, or like a PDF reading. By the end of this year, I see you feeling clearer about what kind of career truly aligns with your strengths. You're not meant to stay stuck in a manual draining work forever, period. You're being shaped for something smarter, more strategic, and more you. YouTube and creative work, because I did ask about my YouTube. Okay, now this part, darling, this is gold. Even if you're not getting paid yet, this creative outlet is where I see your soul breathing. You're building something, and even when it feels slow, the energy around it is expanding. Keep going. Oh my god, you guys. If you're watching this, you will subscribe to me. If you're watching this, you will subscribe to me. Did you guys get hypnotized? Did you subscribe to me? Please subscribe to me. It boosts my self-esteem. The videos you're making, they're not just content, they're connection. I see growth, especially over the next 6 months, as you begin to refine your voice, understand your audience, and experiment more with what lights you up, not just what the algorithm says. Don't really check the algorithm. I just make content that makes me chuckle. I make myself chuckle. I have like a brainstorm of ideas and I just do it. That's how I come up with my ideas. You may not see it now, but your authenticity is the brand. Period. I am authentic. How does she know? Like if you agree. Like, people aren't just coming for the topics, they're coming for you. Oh my god. You guys. God, all 12 of my subscribers. You guys want me? Oh my god. Please comment. Also, for a small YouTube creator like me, let me know. I want more people to watch and support. And I want to make a little small creator community. Or like, if you make videos similar to me, comment so I can watch. Please. I need more YouTubers to watch because these bitches are freaking boring. Right, Kala? Period. Keep being real. I am. Keep being consistent. I am. Monetization will come later. Period. Community comes first. Very true. And you're starting to create that now. Consider collaborations or sharing more behind the scenes glimpses of your life. Vulnerability is going to take your channel to a deeper place. And it's part of what sets you apart. How do I be vulnerable, you guys? Share with me the blankets that you're wrapped in. Final message, Sherilyn. You are becoming, not all at once, not perfectly, but powerfully. The version of you that's coming alive right now, she doesn't want to succeed. She wants to feel fulfilled doing it. And that's true. For now, keep moving at your pace, keep showing up, keep believing in the life you're building because it's not just possible, it's already beginning. Oh my god, period. Thanks, Camilla. Nice little general reading. Now, the one thing I did wish was if she like showed like the cards that she pulled and kind of explained it, instead of just like giving me 2 pages of a reading. Yeah, that was nice. I appreciate it. Second one, this is from Sotherys. Is she Cambodian? This is Spirit Guide Messages and Drawing. So I got a psychic reading and a spirit guide portrait. I'm kind of scared. I accidentally did open it this morning, so I read just a little bit, but I have like memory loss, so I don't really remember. This is what the reading says. Beloved Sherilyn, before I even reached for your name, I could feel a quiet ripple, like the stir of air before someone important walks into the room. She is thoughtful and watchful. Oh my gosh, she knows I love chisme. How you know I love chisme, you guys? You just stare at people. Yep, like this. Like someone who's been waiting for just the right moment to step forward. There's something careful in you, not cautious out of fear, but because you feel deeply and you want to move in the ways that are true. Oh my god, see, everybody, this just shows how real I am. Everybody knows that I'm a real whore. I'm authentic. With your spirit, I kept hearing a low sound like thunder far away, followed by the rustle of wings, and then your guide appeared, sure and solid as stone. I stayed with the feeling of him for a long time, and when I began to draw, his presence became even stronger. Why don't I have a male spirit guide? No offense if you're watching this, I'm kind of scared. I was hoping it would be more feminine, but hey, you know what? I'm not trying to insult him, I just love women, you guys. I didn't invent him, he came through fully formed as if he had always been waiting to be seen. I called the space with reverence, holding your name in my heart as I prepared. There was a stillness that settled around me, the kind that asked you to listen instead of speak. I asked, gently and clearly, for the guide who has walked beside you through time to come forward, the one who chose this moment to be known. He answered without hesitation. His name is Varric. I'm getting chills. I'm kind of scared. I was supposed to film this alone, but I have Andy right here because I get like freaked out by like spiritual stuff. Varric is your teacher. He comes with when a soul is ready to stop pretending and living by what it truly knows. He has watched you speak less than you feel. He has seen you dim your light so others wouldn't misunderstand it. Oh my god, literally. Waited until now, and when you began to open, one video at a time, one word at a time, even when it felt vulnerable. He speaks slowly. Every word he gives, it meant to stay with you, and today he speaks directly. Oh my god, I'm kind of getting chills. It's kind of scary. He says, Dear Sherlyn, I walked beside you in silence while you laughed at your own jokes. Edited your videos late at night and doubted if any of it was worth sharing. I've seen you in the in-between hours, tired but still searching for something real. You don't ask for much, only to be seen as you are. That's enough. Ew, I'm crying. I'm on my period. No, I'm not. Your strength isn't loud, but it holds. You keep going when it would be easier to retreat. You offer care in small ways. You try to say the right thing. You look for answers, but rarely trust your first instincts. I'm here to help you change that. The secret relic that calls to you is a scroll of destiny. Isn't a scroll given to those who already know who they are. It's given to those brave enough to write their lives word by word, even when they're unsure. You are one of those souls. The scroll speaks to your need to create, to speak, to put something into the world that has your name on it. Not for your approval, but for truth. Let yourself be bold in small ways. Create without asking who's it for. Share because it matters to you. Start something you've been holding back. A series of videos that show more of what you think. A page where you speak without trying to be liked. You are not here to be everyone's answer. You are here to be your own first. I will walk with you even when you hesitate. Especially when you hesitate. You are not lost. You are writing the map as you go. Varric. It's rare for a guide to come through so clearly. Varric didn't just appear, he stayed. He let me feel the weight of his history. The depth of his care for you. You matter to him, not because of what you do, but because of who you already are. You're not here to impress, you are here to express. Oh, that was a good one. I am not here to impress you guys. I know you guys are already. This is how he looks, you guys. A white man. I feel seen. I don't know why for some reason I thought like my spirit guide was going to be one of my dogs. Like it was going to be Wally or Lilo. Or like my grandparents.
3 days later.
I'm back and I finally got the rest of my reading. To be honest, my depression kitty's been really bad. Like she's been up and running. The rest of my tarot readings, they came back like a couple days ago, but I was too tired from my depression kitty being on me. Not that you guys would really care, but one of the tarot readings said that I should be more vulnerable. This one is from Tarot of Nella. Obviously, it's an unlisted video on YouTube. She spelled my name wrong. She added an extra R, but that's fine. It's fine.
Hello, Charlene. Welcome to your reading.
I just said my name.
Thank you for booking this reading with me. So I'm just cleansing the area with sound before we start your reading, and my cards are charged with clear quartz. So this is a reading for Charlene Bunny Hay.
She said my full name. Wait, before I even get into the video, what did I even say? I didn't know what questions to ask her, so I just asked like 4 random questions. She wants your name, birthday, and questions. I wanted more so a general reading, but if you're gonna tell me to ask questions, I felt like, okay, I should ask some questions. I asked, this is a little embarrassing. No, I talked about me starting YouTube in April, and if I will have at least 100 subscribers by 6 months. I asked, what will my life be like in the next 6 months? And I asked, how many kids will I have? I'm not ready for any kids, but I don't know, just to have a question out there. And I asked, how do people feel about me? Because I need validation. No, I'm just kidding. Just because I'm just a chismosa, you know, I want to know what people think about me. Not that I give a crap, okay? I know it doesn't seem like it, but I hope you get my drift. Back to the reading.
So we are looking into your questions. You started YouTube in April. Do I think in 6 months you will have at least 100 subscribers? What will your life be like for the next 6 months? You're ready for kids in maybe 2 years. How many kids will you have? How do people feel about you?
She's judging me.
Okay, so in regards to your YouTube channel, will you have at least 100 subscribers in 6 months? Okay, so first we have the Hanged Man, we have the Lovers, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So I like the fact that the number 6 has come out for you in the central. What I can see with the Hanged Man coming out first is really that you really are going to have to be persistent with your channel. I feel like because you started it in April, it's not a long time. So you are giving yourself a realistic expectation of 100 subscribers by 6 months. So the Hanged Man is this card of pausing, procrastinating, waiting, for it to happen. So the Hanged Man is a slow moving energy. So I do feel like it's going to happen in a slow moving energy. But the Hanged Man is also about enlightenment and seeing things in a new perspective. But it's amazing you have the Lovers card, because the Lovers is about ambition, passion, desires. So as long as you feel you're still going to be doing your YouTube channel in 6 months' time, I don't see no reason why it wouldn't attract more subscribers, because the Lovers is about attraction.
You guys hear that? Subscribe to me.
Then you have the Ace of Pentacles, which corresponds to new beginnings and opportunities where you have a channel that's about to maybe grow. Okay? And when you have that kind of goal of 100 subscribers, that will help you to then make a future goal after that. But I feel like because we have the energy of the Lovers here, it's about attracting more subscribers. And I do feel like you have the realistic expectation of this happening in 6 months.
Do you guys like me?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yes, you guys do.
What's this Hanged Man energy? Queen of Cups. What's this Lovers energy? Four of Cups. What's this Ace of Pentacles? Seven of Swords. Okay, so yeah, the Queen of Cups is really about listening to your intuition. And this is really about putting in the emotion and the energy and effort to make some personal sacrifices as well for your channel in order for it to grow. So I assume you're doing something you love, something that you're passionate about. So the Four of Cups is about the fact that there could be an opportunity around the corner. Because the Four of Cups is again about we're waiting for something to happen. I do feel like a slow moving energy, but I feel like what you should do is give yourself a realistic approach for the year of 2025 and see where you're at by the end of the year. The Seven of Swords is actually about the fact that you just need to keep chasing this goal. And as long as you're true to yourself, you're being authentic and you're not taking anyone else's ideas, you're being really kind of individual and different. I feel like, this is basically saying that, yeah, you will get there.
Do you guys feel like my videos are unique? I think they are. How do you feel?
Sometimes I just try to relax.
He wants to get in my pants so bad. I feel like my videos are underrated. I did get a comment that someone said I was underrated, and it actually made my whole day. So thank you.
What will your life be like for the next 6 months? What will your life be like for the next 6 months? Okay, so we have the Chariot, we have the King of Cups, and then we also have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so what I can see with the Chariot is you are going to start to follow your true calling and your true path. The Chariot is about, the reign of the direction that you're heading towards. Sorry, it keeps going a bit fuzzy.
It's okay.
So in 6 months' time, I think you're really following your destiny and your true purpose.
Yay!
There's something about a movement, because the Chariot represents strong movement energy. King of Cups shows that you have potential water signs in your life in 6 months' time.
Boyfriend's family, there's a lot of water signs. A lot of Scorpios. And one of my good friends is a water sign. What does she mean? I need to stop interrupting her, I'm sorry.
This represents Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So that could be a person in your life in 6 months' time, or a season of time frame. But this is really about, emotions and sensitivity and feeling connected. So there's something you want to feel strongly connected to. I definitely feel like there's going to be strong relationships entering your life in the next 6 months. And you have the Magician at the back as an overall energy guide, which can be symbolic of new beginnings and things manifesting. What's this Chariot energy? So I feel like this is like a direction of a relationship moving in a positive way. With the Three of Swords. What's this King of Cups? The the Star? What's this Knight of Cups? Four of Wands. So the Three of Swords is about healing. It's about healing and growth. So I do feel like in the next 6 months you're going to do a lot of personal development, a lot of self-growth, a lot of healing in a certain direction.
I need that.
The Star is about hope. It's about your dreams and goals manifesting. So I do feel like this is about you being true to yourself, being put in the spotlight, and following your true calling.
Period.
The Four of Wands here is about stability, foundation, and it shows that in 6 months' time you are going to have something very stable and secure in your life, whether this is home, family, or career.
I hope so.
This is some type of celebrating news coming in 6 months' time.
100 subscribers.
So you have the Strength card as well. So Strength is about strong things happening in the next 6 months. So you're ready for kids in maybe 2 years. How many kids will you have?
I'm scared about this one.
So how many kids will you have? Okay, so you have the Six of Cups, you have the Justice card.
6?
Of Swords. So I see you having potentially 2 children.
That's crazy. I say that as if I'm not in control of my body. I already discussed us having kids. Potentially a third one. Well, that's like down the line, but my 20s are expiring in a couple years, and I don't think I will be able to handle a third pregnancy. But you never know. Some people get pregnant at 40. Me and Andy did discuss having 2 kids. That's crazy. She read my mind.
Possibly 2 to 3 children. But definitely I see more of an energy of 2. The Six of Cups here is actually a card of children. It's a card of gifts, nostalgia, and childhood. And then we have Justice as well, which is about balance. So I see this kind of balancing out between having 2 children. And then, we have the King of Swords, which could definitely be a child energy coming forward. Okay, but that's what I'm picking up for you. 2 to 3, but potentially more. Definitely looking at 2, at least 2. How do people feel about you?
I'm actually kind of nervous about this. I know everybody wants to be me. I think I'm a bad person, okay? My God. Stop being jealous of me.
2 of Cups, Temperance, Knight of Wands. So I feel like people connect with you. I think there's certain people that match your energy and can be quite compatible with you. So I think people feel that you're someone very kind, very gentle, good communicator. And 2 of Cups is about collaboration, so it's about coming together. So Temperance is also a card of forgiveness and patience and healing. So people see you in a very healing way, in a very kind of nurturing way.
You guys, that's so sweet. I needed to hear that. Everybody feels that about me. She just said that.
Again, this could be to do with your energy, your aura. People see you as well balanced, having a lot of patience. They see you as being someone who could be a bit exciting as well, because the Knight of Wands can be about excitement, ambition, creativity.
God. She wants me.
It's like people like to be around you, okay?
Yes.
What's this 2 of
Everybody
Cups?
wants to be my friend.
Page of Cups. What's this Temperance energy? 8 of Wands. What's this Knight of Wands? 9 of Swords. Okay, so again, this is showing up as someone who is able to learn. People feel that you don't pass judgment, on others. You're very easygoing, open-minded. They see you as a good.
It's like she knows me. Oh my God.
A good communicator, because the 8 of Wands is about messages. So maybe you're someone who, if someone was to reach out, you would message them that quickly. People do feel about you that you may have gone through some ups and downs, and that's made you stronger. They also see you in a type of way where they sometimes feel that you could be a bit anxious, because the 9 of Swords can represent like fears, anxiety, or overthinking.
Where are the cameras? She's spying on me. She's spying on me. She's spying on me. She's spying on me. Who's giving her information?
A final over prediction for the next 6 months. We have the 3 of Wands. So the 3 of Wands is a number of growth. It's a number of communication. So this is really about expansion. This is expansion, communication, also plans happening as well. I think in the next 6 months you're going to be in a very different place. It's like you're going to be standing on the edge of something completely different, completely new. I do feel like there could be some travel plans, and I definitely feel like you you set yourself a goal, you set yourself where you want to be in 6 months. And I feel like this is about, looking into the horizon and watching things come towards your way. I think in 6 months' time, you'll be a bit more of a magnet. Things are going to be more attracted to you rather than you trying to attract a situation. Okay? So in the next 6 months, I feel like you're really starting to work on yourself, working on your relationships, your channel, and trying to provide a future for yourself as well. So with the 3 ones, there's definitely like a bit of brainstorming here. Ideas and plans that are actually going somewhere. These are not plans that you're just thinking about. It looks like you have something that's going to lead to something quite exciting in the future.
Yay!
And that's what I see with this 3 ones, is you stepping into the horizon. Because your ambition and your manifestations may start to happen. Because as long as you remain focused, driven, and motivated, I don't see any reason why your goals that you've set for yourself will not come into reality. And again, you have the strength card at the back, which is letting you know how strong you actually are, and that strength and weaknesses, it's like you're working on your weaknesses to get stronger, and that's why I see you being in a stronger position. Yeah, just stay focused, because I think you're on the right path. So it's just important that you remain on it. But yeah, sending you good health, abundance, sending you lots of luck with your channel. I hope it all goes well. And until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and light.
Thanks, Tarot of Nella. Thoughts on that? I felt like it was pretty straightforward. I felt she kind of read me a little bit. I am an anxious girl. In summary, she said, if I remain focused, I'll get there. I was going to anyways, but it was just nice to hear some validation. Next, we have White Rabbit Vibes.
Hi, Cheryl. Thank you so much for booking.
She called me Cheryl, my worst nightmare. What did she call me that? Every time someone new knows my name or like learns my name, they call me Cheryl. Do I look like a Cheryl? Be honest. Seems very nice. I get it. Okay. Some people, when they look at my name, their first thing they'll see is Cheryl, and that's what they should call me. Because my name is 10 letters long. It's fine. She looks very sweet and beautiful.
Actually, Cheryl. Should probably say Cheryl.
Oh, I spoke too soon.
No, my bad. I was
She got me there.
Spirit, what messages do you have for Cheryl at this time, please?
Wait, what did I message her? I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. I remember she asked for your name, your birthday / sign, or like overall background, your relationship type of thing. And then I asked 5 questions. It's basically the same as what I asked Tarot Nella. I did ask one more question, which is there anything that I should know / messages for my spirit guide? Well, hopefully it's not too repetitive. But I mean, if it is, then that just shows that's what the universe wanted to tell me.
What messages do you have for Cheryl at this time, please? What does she need to know the most at this time? It was dead quiet until I walked out here. I almost... Okay, you have a big period of growth and abundance coming towards you. I love this. The Empress is literally about expansion. It's about, funny enough, it does sometimes represents birth, but not like not always in a literal sense. It's the birth of ideas. It's the birth of a new business. It's the birth of a new career, of a new relationship. But either way, it's you coming into yourself. And the 9 of Pentacles is also here, which I usually call the pre-Empress. This is a card of material gains, material wealth, independence, and again, growth. This is you sort of focusing on
money.
One person. It's you focusing on your garden, the things that you need to do to survive, not even just to survive, but to thrive, to improve. So if you haven't already, Spirit is going to be pushing you into this kind of energy. This is receptive. I mean, it's not just like, oh, I'm sitting back and like, things are just going to magically appear on my lap. Not quite that, but it's about being open to the things that are coming towards you, open to like the opportunities and not being like, oh, am I deserving of these opportunities? Should I be, it's like, should I be, I mean, yes, obviously discernment, because we don't want, it's like, we're not trying to get cons out here, but it's like, after analyzing opportunities, it's also, it's embracing them. It's knowing that the opportunities that are being presented to you, the blessings that you are being given are genuinely yours.
Okay, period. I already knew that. You didn't have to tell me. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god, period. I do be praying to my ancestors, you guys. Not as much as I should be. I will not have imposter syndrome. Everything that comes to me that are positive, I deserve. Anything negative comes to me, I don't know how to answer to that.
Genuinely yours. So you're basically stepping into your divine energy, like your divine feminine energy, and kind of like being, I'm safe for things to happen, essentially. We also have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. This is another card of financial gains, but also just a card of abundance. So
Money.
both of these cards represent abundance, and that while yes, we usually equate abundance with money, it's also an abundance of, like I said,
Money.
opportunities, an abundance of love, an abundance of confidence. It's basically just kind of like living in a place of both gratitude for the things that you have and gratitude for the things that you will have. But abundance is also just kind of like having that mindset of, I have enough, I am enough. There's enough for me to do whatever it is that I need to. Three of Cups is celebration, or Three of Chalices in the stack. It's celebration. It's social gatherings. It's kind of like being out with your friends, enjoying life, enjoying your prosperity, your moment. And I know that you said it's like you have a goal of having like 100 subscribers by the next 6 months. I think you'll be able to reach that, and I will look into it more. But just because these cards are so positive, I feel like you're going to reach that. And because you're kind of dedicating yourself to your channel, you're dedicating yourself to like that calling for you. I feel like you're actually going to be able to you're going to notice an uptick. The more that you focus on that, the bigger it grows, to the point where like I feel like in 2 years you'll have amassed. I'm being pulled towards like maybe like 3,000 followers in the next 2 years, which I know doesn't. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not like a lot, but from there,
I'll take that. I will be forever grateful for that. Not a big number in YouTube sense, but when you actually look at it, 3,000 is a big number. Making YouTube videos has been helping me get out of bed and actually going out.
it can continue to grow. It might even be bigger, honestly.
She wants
It
me.
might even be bigger, but here is basically saying focus on you. Like, focus on your desires, focus on your needs, focus on your wants, and to hell with anybody else who says otherwise.
Literally.
It's not realistic. By whose standards? Your standards?
Who's saying that?
That's why you haven't achieved it. That's why I'm going to. So remind yourself of that. Any naysayers who are like, oh, that's not realistic, I don't know. Your standards are too high. No, your standards are too low. My standards are perfect. All right? Remember that. Your standards are perfect. If anything, you might be dreaming too small. Based on these cards, based on this energy, you're dreaming too small. You should be doing bigger. Bigger things. It's like 6 months, 100 subscribers in 6 months. Why not 1,000? By the end, like 1,000 in a year. Why not?
That's true. I'm trying to be realistic about it because I've been growing maybe 1, sometimes 0, but at least I think so far like 1 subscriber a week, which I'm thankful for. As long as you're watching me, whatever, and having fun.
Allow yourself to really and fully dream, knowing that spirit has your fucking back right now. It's like when we step into this kind of energy, you want to take full advantage of it. It feels like right now you're at the top of the wheel. The wheel turns, and then you might be on the bottom of it, but you have to take advantage of every blessing that you get when you're on top of the wheel. So
True.
don't stop it. Add that extra 0. Be like,
okay,
no,
1,000.
To manifest.
She got me there. Okay, I hope I get 1,000 by 6 months. I will. I buy freaking subscribers. I did it myself.
Like in 6 months, in 8 months, in 12 months. You're gonna have those 1,000 subscribers by May of 2026. We have the King of Swords here, and the World's in the reverse that came out at the bottom of the deck. That was your overall energy, which does mean that Spirit is telling you, it's like, stay smart, because the King of Swords is someone who's very analytical, who's very, does use discernment, very logical. So it's like you want to make sure that you are planning things out, sort of, scheduling yourself, scheduling out like what it is, because like you can't just have 100 subscribers and do nothing for it. So it's like, how are you going to advertise? What content are you going to come out? Are you looking at the content that has more views versus the ones that don't? Which ones did better? You know, and so you're kind of in a period of analytics and like data analysis, and then sort of like figuring out where all the numbers go and how they turn out, so that you can turn, I guess, that period, because like the world's in the reverse is lack of success or like something that didn't quite have closure. So it sort of feels like we're turning around those periods of dryness, those periods of where things didn't really work out.
So far, I've only been advertising on TikTok, like little sneak peeks of my videos. And the only time I really check my analytics is just to see I just want to see my watch time hours and stuff. I'm not really looking at the number game. I'm just thinking about what videos I'm going to make next week. And I just do it and hope for the best. And then every time I'm like, I'm not getting enough footage. And it always turns out to be like a 20 to 30 minute video.
Give me advice, Spirit, for how Cheryl Lynn can achieve her goal of having, 100 to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
I said 100 subscribers just because it's a nice starting number. Just trying to be realistic within myself. I've made 9. This is my 9th video, right? So right now there's 8 full videos. I make shorts too, but that's just to advertise towards my main videos. Based on my slow growth, I was like, okay, I think 100 subscribers is a realistic number. I know in my heart, I feel like it could be 1,000. Maybe I'm just conceited, but I feel like my videos are good. I try to make it fun and funny as much as I can. I'm just giggling, cackling to myself all the time when I'm editing my videos, but that's just me, like I said, being conceited. But she believes in me.
Give me advice, please, for Cheryl Lynn on how she can have 100 to 1,000 subscribers. You definitely need to put yourself on a schedule. That is the first thing. This is about
I'll be doing that.
Discipline. This is about schedules. This is about being commanding, being in control. The Emperor is, on the flip side, the action aspect. So work still needs to be done. You definitely need to put yourself on some kind of schedule every Thursday. And if you're not getting enough viewers...
How does she know I post every Thursday? She watches my videos. Hey, girl. Wait, did I even put that? How does she know I post every Thursday? Or she's just saying that? No. Interesting. Period. I do be posting that every Thursday.
Really be about experimenting, but experimenting with thought, with plans, with, action. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to see what the numbers are. I'm going to do that and see what the numbers are. I'm going to try Wednesdays for 2 weeks and see, what happens. Or I'm going to try uploading, 3 times a week and see what happens. I'm going to try this topic. The other thing is to do and follow what genuinely, not just genuinely calls to you, but that you have a real love for when it comes to your YouTube channel. Nobody really wants to watch somebody who's like, all right, I'm going to go talk about flowers, and you can tell that they don't give a shit. But like,
literally
informative, but like they have no charisma, they have no love for it. That's boring. So whatever it is that you do, that you talk about, make sure that you have a genuine passion for it, and that passion leads into your videos, your voice, the things that, again, the things that you talk about.
Let me know if I'm like boring or something. I feel like I'm just a soft-spoken person. I'm not a very loud woman. I hope I'm doing well.
This also, by the way, can sometimes refer to partnerships. So maybe there's someone who's like at the mid-range of the kind of channel that you want. Reach out to a few of them and see if maybe they want to collaborate.
If you're a small YouTube channel like me, hit me up. That would be interesting, because I do want like a little small community, or like make some friends that kind of are going through the same things as me. It's hard for me to make friends, so I do need to put myself out there. Maybe we can collab, maybe we can vlog together.
Obstacles will come. Know that you will get over them. Don't let anything stop you. It's like, okay, it didn't work this way, I'm going to try it a different way. The Ten of Swords in the reverse is all about overcoming obstacles. That means actively working against them, actively working against those obstacles to overcome them. Don't be afraid of travel as well. Six of Swords can't literally mean travel. It can sometimes mean escapism, basically like getting distracted. It's basically not allowing yourself to get distracted. And this is also about, like, again, kind of like the Ten of Swords in the reverse. It's about moving past difficult times. In order, it's like the little butterflies, they're literally it's like they're migrating off to like their breeding grounds where they will multiply and pass on their genes and their beauty and all of that. So this is kind of like where you're at. You're sort of in a transition place of going from, maybe a place that wasn't quite as successful over to where you will be creating. But that sometimes means stepping outside of your comfort zone. That sometimes means needing to travel, needing to change up your space. Also, I'm kind of getting to lean into the things that, like, use your hardships for inspiration with the the Three of Swords and the Sun in the reverse. One is heartbreak. The Sun in the reverse is, negativity and cancellations and stuff like that. So, if you have no inspiration or like you don't really know where to start, maybe start with advice. Allow people to get to know you in that position and in that vulnerability. And maybe that'll draw in people because it's like, oh, she's been through the same things I do. And those are really good. Like, that's really good advice. Let's see what she has to say about something else. Because authenticity, I think, is one of the most important things when it comes to like being a personality on YouTube or like opening up YouTube channels and all of that. Is people, it's like, what's unique to you? See like 100 of the same things. Or like, if you're doing ASMR, for example, it's like take a watch from different people, but have it be unique to you.
Period.
Why should they watch your channel and not, Livy ASMR or Safe Space ASMR or whatever?
ASMR. Do you guys like that? Excuse me, that's so rude.
Oh, I know we only got to like 2 of them, but this felt very like that was the message, and it was setting yourself up for that. And also, I mean, I feel like in 6 months, your life is going to be busy. You're going to be busy with your channel and
True.
Growing and optimizing. So that's kind of what I feel like Spirit really wants you to focus on right now. It's getting that off the ground because like it feels like there's a lot of success coming towards you with that. So start today, literally start today. So that's what I have for you. Please let me know if you have any other questions or if anything seemed unclear.
Thank you. That was amazing. It was fine. I told her in the message that she didn't have to answer all my questions. I just wanted a general reading. Asked about the kids thing, but like that was more just like a little funsy questions and about what people think of me. I don't really care too much about what people think of me. I mean, I'm human. I understand people can have a perspective of me, or like people have the right to feel however they want to feel about me, interpret however they want, whatever. I'm just a curious being. So those were the 4 tarot readings that I got. It was pretty fun. All of them basically said I should be vulnerable, going to be successful, to be authentic. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I know some people don't enjoy like sit down videos. I do. I needed a little break from going out. I'm going to link everyone's like Etsy in the description. Thanks for watching my video. Hope you enjoy. Please subscribe and